Hey, welcome everyone to USA Crypto Group. Today we have Reach DAO for this AMA session. Reach DAO aims to provide the ultimate platform for those who seek for knowledge and education for personal development and business, while rewarding you with passive income to learn. Like always, this is not financial advice. This is for informational and educational purposes only, and there's no commitment to the team. With that, I'd like to welcome Dynamo to USA Crypto Group. Hey, Dynamo, great to have you here, brother. You can start out introducing yourself, talk about your team, and give us a bit insights on your background.
Hey, thanks, man. Thanks. Glad to be here. Thanks for having us, first of all. So I'm Dynamo, and my teammate is Gambit. So we are both the co-founders of Reach DAO. So let me talk about our background. So Gambit and me have been working very closely together, and we've been in the crypto space since 2017. So we actually set our first steps together into the crypto space, which is always nice to do with a friend. And not only that, Gambit and me have been entrepreneurs for a long time. So we have been in the business space for a very long time, and we have seen that this comes very close to crypto. So we've been doing like startups and businesses in real life. And we have seen that actually in the crypto space, it works kind of like the same, like not exactly, but kind of the same. So we started researching more and more about that. We have worked with many projects, like very close to many projects, like hopping from the one to the other, of course. But we have been providing like services for development or for like designing and websites, etc., etc. And we like actually decided to start our own startup, and this is Reach DAO at the moment. So yeah, that's yeah, in our backgrounds, entrepreneurs, business, and now we're starting like our first startup in the crypto space. So we're very excited for that.
Awesome. Yeah, thanks for the introductions. You know, I think it's always great to have a real life business experience in real life, and you carry that into the crypto space. At the end of the day, is that the the structure will be different, but I think the fundamentals in business they are the same, right? So I think that's great.
Exactly. It's about like you will see that the structure is the same indeed, and it's like you always do the same. You start networking, you build a website, you like look for the best possible business models and revenue models, etc., etc. And these fundamentals of business will always stay the same in whatever space you started,
Exactly. Yeah. So your concept's called Reach DAO. So you guys have the DAO in there. So we will talk about, because you guys do have a DAO. So we go in depth on that. So let's talk about the idea, the concept. What inspired you to come up with this concept, which is a platform to provide education and knowledge for personal development and business? What inspired you to do that?
Yeah, so that's a good question. Reach DAO, like indeed there is DAO in it, but I will explain you. There are three main features in Reach DAO. First of them being the interactive and rewarding Learn2Earn courses platform. So before I tell you what inspired us to do it, I will explain you what it is actually. So Reach DAO, the courses platform, the first main feature, is actually a platform where people get to subscribe to. And once they are subscribed, they will have access to the whole Reach DAO library. So a library full of video courses. And yeah, this is like a e-learning platform, So the e-learning business is a very big business at the moment because a lot of people are getting into this, doing this from their own homes, on their own desktops or mobiles. And how does it work? Like it's learn to earn. So this is like a big keyword in the crypto space, especially. So how does it work? Like you have a lesson and that exists of like, let's say 3 courses, 3 videos. After each video, you will have a small quiz. And if you pass that quiz, you will earn a small amount of money. So once you finish the 3 quizzes, you have 3 times earned that amount of money. And then you will have a big exam about the whole course. So once you get to that point and you pass the exam and you did correct all the questions, you will double up your money and that will be adding up into your virtual wallet. So this is where the learn to earn aspect comes in. So that's the first main feature. Then we have the second feature. That's what you asked about. It's the DAO. So the DAO will be there for engaging community, for having governance as a investor. So what will be happening on the DAO? People can suggest for the mentors they want to see because it will be peer-to-peer. So a lot of mentors can be joining in after a screening and KYC, of course. There will be suggestions for course categories. Like the main categories are business and self-development, but we know that business and self-development can be so much more than just those words. And then they can also suggest changes for the platform, like things that they are not satisfied with or that's not working good for them, and people can change. And with the system of voting power in the DAO, so with the system of voting power, the community can vote what they like, what suggestions they like the most. And when they pass like a certain amount of percentage, then the pass will go through and the Reach team will do everything to implement that suggestion. And then you have the third main feature, and that will be Leap. Leap is the acceleration program. So this is a place that only is accessible if you hold tokens. So the DAO will be accessible for everyone. Everyone can see it, but you can only vote when you have tokens. Leap will be not accessible for everyone unless you have tokens you can't see. And so in Leap, people will be suggesting their business ideas, and the community will be voting on which one they like the most. And Reach DAO and their team will help with networking and starting their first business. So then I come to the point, why did we do this? So there are many reasons why we did this, because education in business and self-development, it's a big market, and many people like to educate themselves to start a business, to make a startup, whether it is within the crypto space or outside of the crypto space. And we want just to give that little push in the back by rewarding them for learning. So this platform, what we are making is actually something that we would see, we would like to have when we were younger. So we actually needed something like this. And that's why we made it, because we want to provide real value to the space, and not only inside of the crypto space, also outside of the crypto space. Because I haven't mentioned it yet, but the platform is accessible not only for Web3 users, but also for Web2 users. So everyone will be able to join in and will be able to follow courses and earn their rewards.
Wow, that's actually pretty cool. I like the fact that you're doing it for Web 2 and Web 3 as well. So that way you can capture a wide range of the audience, right? I love the topics, man. Yeah, I really love the topics, which is personal development and business. Me personally, those are the only two categories that I'm actually interested in reading, since I was young. Nothing else. Nothing interests me. So when I see these two topics, I'm like, man, it resonates with me. I'm not sure and I'm pretty sure there's a mass amount of audience out there that resonate too, right? Because I think business and self-development, it goes hand in hand. You cannot have one without the other. That's my perspective on it. So I think the topics that you chose there, very well picked out. And I'm pretty sure, and that's what interested you as well, right? Is that what happened? Is that when as you on your entrepreneurial journey, you realize that personal development and business, it goes hand in hand. Is that the big inspiration that behind this concept?
Yeah, it's like business and self-development. Like when I was younger, I maybe didn't realize it as well. But these two topics are very important to start something successful. So on the one side, you have business. You have to know how a business works, how to make a business model, etc., etc. So this is very like a analytic part and a very like down-to-earth part of learning. And then you have self-development. Self-development can be like, it's so broad. So it can be from learning how to set up a website, because you develop like your own skill set that you need to start something. And we know we cannot be good in everything, but we can at least try to find those things that suit the best for what we can do, So it was a hard journey finding this out and finding what I was good in and what suited best for me. And we are just trying to give, that's why we are opening a whole library for people so they can explore everything and see what am I good at, what am I not good at, what should I look for help, and what should I be doing myself. So those kind of things we are trying to to push people towards knowing themselves better, and then also learning business to get start the ball rolling. You know what I mean?
That's exactly it, man. I think there's a saying that says something like that. I can't remember right now, but it's something about you have to know yourself, right? To change the world, you have to know yourself first, right? It starts within, right?
Yeah.
So
Indeed.
that's 100% true. I love the topics, man. I would be interested, like me personally, I am. These are the topics that I read nothing else. I don't even watch movies, nothing. I just read on this stuff.
That's great, man. That tells a lot about your personality and your goals in life, man. So that's nice, man. Nice to hear.
Yeah, you know, and also physical, right? Like I always said that the body and the mind always have to be in parallel, right? You have to be on the peak of your game. You have to not just train the mind, but also the body as well. Of course, you know, that's
exactly. That's also part of self-development, indeed. Very true.
Exactly it, brother. All right, perfect. So so the basis of this is that you guys want to reward people to learn. That's pretty much the underlying value of the business, which is great. But you're doing this in the Web3 and Web2. So it's pretty much like you say, online learning. And the people who take the courses, that will be rewarded by the token, the native token, which is Reach. Is that correct?
The native token is Read, actually. So with a D.
Okay.
So,
okay.
Yeah.
So now you spoke on the DAO. Now I want to go in depth on the DAO here. Okay. Dynamo. So the DAO, for those that may not understand, is pretty much a decentralized autonomous organization. You know, which in the crypto space they use it as a system that's pretty much run by the community's vote input, right, or feedback. So you guys will be using this DAO. What is the main purpose of your DAO? To get people to like suggest subjects and courses to be put on the platform? Is that what it's for?
Yeah, that's like one of the main purposes. Another thing is the interactive part of the whole experience, you know. So the DAO will be there to suggest, but it's also there to show that you are in a excuse me. So it's there to show that you are like in a community. So if someone wants something in the community, they don't have to be doing it alone. They can reach out to the whole community by suggesting it on the DAO, and they can there see that if they want to reach something together, they can do it. So if they want something to be seen on the platform, they can together go for it. It's like creating this community spirit where everyone helps each other. Like the DAO, it is mainly purposed for suggesting indeed changes, mentors, and courses, but it's also for like giving that interactive feeling in the community. So those are the most important things.
Oh, okay. Now you do have to hold a certain amount of tokens to be in the DAO, correct?
Yeah, and it's a voting power system. Like some people are for it, some people are not for it. But a voting power system actually works like this. Like let's say there are 100K votes, like tokens that have voted. If you have like 10K tokens that are voting, then you have 10% of the voting power. So it will be working like that, and like that you can like truly see the voting power. That's why it's called like the power of the community. Like they will be the ones voting and standing for the point that they want to see on the platform.
Okay, awesome. All right, that's pretty straightforward. You own the tokens and you get to vote. So the more tokens you hold, the more voting powers, or the more I guess more power into your feedback that you have within the voting system. Now I'm assuming that as your price, once you launch the project, as your price go up, you guys will make that adjustment accordingly as far as how much you need to be in the DAO, right? To make sure that you have a lot of people into the DAO, right? So you make that the minimum requirement to get in there, you make that adjustment accordingly, right?
Yeah, of course, we will always be adjusting. Like this will not only be for like the DAO can, everyone, like I said, everyone can access the DAO, everyone can see the DAO, and everyone who holds can vote on the DAO. But like if you look at tokens in an absolute way, so not in a relative or dollar way, then tokens will be tokens, and you can vote with those tokens. So the measurement will be in the amount of tokens and not in the amount of dollars that you're voting. So where people need access to by having tokens is LEAP. That's the acceleration program. And why we're doing this is because we don't want to make this platform open for everyone, where people suggest their business or startup ideas. So we don't want it to be open for everyone, so everyone can see this business idea and walk away with it. We just want to open it for this strong community who is willing to hold X amount of tokens to be in there and vote and help people for the startup idea or business idea or whatever.
Perfect. All right. That leads us to LEAP. I want to go in depth on that LEAP. So LEAP is a program where you got to have a certain amount of tokens. And once you hold a amount of token, you can suggest projects, right? Then people vote on your idea of the project or business concept. Then you guys will fund the project idea. Is that pretty much a way to sum it up?
Yeah, that's a simple way indeed of summing that up. So LEAP, like the users on the platform, they can suggest their business ideas in LEAP, and we will be looking for the most eager ideas, most active users, the users that provide the most information and are most engaged, and we will pass that through on LEAP. So, and then the community who is inside of LEAP, they will be voting on which ideas they like the most, and at the end, if they win, they can get help by the Reach team. They have access to our network as well, and they will be eligible for like a small funding out of the community treasury. So we haven't talked about that yet, but so the community treasury will be used to be funding like small startup ideas to build their first website or to start their first venture inside of the crypto space for a startup or whatever it is.
That's really interesting. Okay. And I'm sure the treasury is being taxed by 1% from the buy and sell that funds the treasury.
That's exactly correct. So we will be having a 2% tax on the token buy and sell tax. So the buy and sell tax will be 1% in REIT and 1% in BNB. So the 1% in REIT, that will be stacked in the community treasury, and this will be also visible on the website, so it will be trackable. And under the visible number, you will also see the wallet, so everybody can see the wallet. It's as transparent as we could get it. And then you have the BNB side, and this will be used for general project funding or LEAP funding, or if someone suggests something in the DAO, we will be having those funds to realize the suggestion if it goes through.
Right. Yeah. Okay. That's actually really interesting. Now, so let's say I propose a project in LEAP, right? And the community voted that my idea is amazing and that they want to see this project, develop into a business. Are you guys having some type of ownership or a cut in that business, or is pretty much because you win, it's 100% yours, meaning that you guys will help out and maybe give a little bit of funding, but there's no like stake from you guys of the idea of the business?
Yeah, that's a good question, and we've been thinking about that too. So it's not possible for every business that we will have like a kind of ownership in it. But if the project would be like open for like having us in a small percentage of the company, yeah, we will be in, and we will be also helping more for that. But it's not like something that has to be one of the requirements to get the funding from the LEAP acceleration program. No, if we are genuinely interested in the idea and it wins and we really like it, we will approach the project itself to see possibilities for that. So it's not like defined to for the Reach team to have like a cut of the business or something.
Okay, that makes sense. So you guys will make that, or the project owner will make that determination, like case-to-case basis, right? So whether they want you guys to be more involved,
yeah, indeed,
goals, etc. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, sounds great. Now, walk with me through the process. So now the underlying, value in your project is that people learn and they get paid for it. Now, let's say I'm an educator. Walk with me through to the process. So that I'm a teacher, and I want to be involved into your platform. What do I need to do?
So first of all, you go to the website and you scroll to the bottom of the website, and there you can see a submission form. So on that submission form, there is some information asked about the teacher, and they have to fill in like the teaching field, their resume or a video of an example, and they get to submit it there. Then it passes on to our team, and it will be reviewed, it will be checked, and then we will be contacting the teacher. They will be KYC verified, their courses will be checked, and we will have an interview with the teacher. And if everything goes well, the teacher will be able to upload the course on the platform. So the teacher, they have a course, like let's say it's of 3 videos. So if the teacher uploads their videos, they choose the quiz questions, they choose the difficulty of each quiz, and they choose the exam questions, and then the teacher is good to go. So it's actually, by the way, I'm not sure I mentioned, but it's not only Learn to Earn, it's also Teach to Earn. So the teachers get also to earn rewards after every student that finished an exam.
Okay, and you guys do have like a parameter, a standard, right? A standard maybe parameter that every educator has to follow, like a certain protocol. So meaning they have to create a quiz, they have to do a certain way as well, or I can just upload anything. Now, does every single course?
So every step will have its own like control space. So every step will be like screened through. So first you have the submission form. Then you have the interview and the KYC, and then you have they say what courses they want to upload. So when they upload and they upload with the quizzes, it will be checked first before we publish it towards the platform. And if everything is checked and okay and it's all good, then it will be uploaded to the platform for the students to start learning.
I see. Okay. Now you guys are the one that will be uploading, or that they have the power to upload themselves, after like maybe one-time vetting through you guys? Because I'm trying to figure out how efficient this program is, right? In order for it to reach mass adoptions.
Yeah, of course. So they will be uploading it. The teachers will be uploading it, but we will have the final button for the publishing. So if we have not checked it, it will not be published. And by now, it's being done by a small team. And later, if things go good and we start scaling, we will like expand that team that will be checking that. So the teacher will be uploading it, but the final say is with the team to publish it.
Okay, perfect. So, and once they upload it, and the educator will also get paid based on how many students take their courses as well, correct?
Yeah, so there are like for a student to earn, there are 3 parameters that are easy, medium, and hard. But for a teacher to earn, there are also 3 parameters, and that's the length of the course that they are uploading. So from this amount of minutes to this amount of minutes, you get this much for every student completing an exam. For this amount of minutes until this amount of minutes, you get that much, etc. You get the idea. So, and also we have of course been thinking about this, how to make this sustainable and see that there are no loopholes or exploits with this. Like a student can only do a quiz if they finished watching the video. So they need to have a specific amount of watch time, and they can only do an exam if they have finished all the quizzes. So you see that to be able to finish an exam, you have to go through all these steps. And for a teacher, they will only earn if a student passes their exam. So these rules were made to like avoid loopholes in the system and people abusing it.
Yeah, that's great. That's great. I'm glad that you guys thought that out, because I think that's important, right? To make sure.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, it's sustainable. All right. So you, as a student, you get paid to learn, but also as an educator, you also can get paid as well. Now, I'm sure that you will have all those numbers very soon, right? Like what percent, how many tokens, etc. You guys have that number yet or no?
Yeah. So, for students and teachers, it will always be expressed in dollar values because crypto is volatile. We cannot always express everything in native token values, or not even like as we have seen today, not even in Bitcoin values or something. So it will be always stated in dollar values. But at the end, when the student decides to claim their rewards, then they will get paid. Then it will be at that moment calculated towards how much read that is, so our native token, and then they will be able to claim. As for the teachers, they will be able to be claiming in their native tokens, or they will be able to claim it on their bank accounts or PayPal or something like that. So yeah, it will be always expressed in dollar values, but at the end they can always, like students, they will have to claim it in read, and teachers, they can choose whether to claim it in read or in dollar value. But for the teachers, it's one time a month, and for the students, it's like a minimum withdrawal of $10. So it will be working like that.
Oh, I see. Okay, awesome. Now, you do have some type of mentor program as well, right, Dynamo? And could you elaborate on that?
Excuse me, the mentor program?
Yeah. Do you have that? Because I thought I read something about being a mentor as well, and how does that work, and whether if that person get paid. Or is that the same thing as the educator teacher?
Yeah, so we called the educator and the teacher, we called it the mentor. So that's our way of calling out the educators and the teachers. So it's called a mentor for us.
Okay, perfect. All right. So now let's say if I upload it, I'm an educator and I want to teach something in your platform, right? I uploaded the video, I created a quiz. And the student comes in and, watch the video, 100%, finished it, and take the quiz, and then pass. Now the student gets the rewards. Now, is there like a follow-up system? So what if, let's say I want to follow up and let's say maybe, want to communicate with that specific teacher on a certain topic or certain questions. Is there a possibility to do that?
Yeah, so that's why we call ourselves the first interactive and rewarding Learn2Earn platform. So we want the students and the mentors to be interactive with each other. So first of all, after each exam, they can leave a review for the teacher. This is great feedback for a teacher always, I think. And second of all, we will have our community, and we will also be creating a Discord group with different closed groups for people who will be who want to talk about specific topics or specific courses with each other, and also with teachers in there, of course. So the teachers will be having like their own profile on the Reach DAO courses platform, and people can be seeing that and trying to contact the teacher. If the teacher for some reason is not answering or not approachable or not reachable, then they can always go to the team, and we can try to get their question answered by the teacher.
I see. Okay, awesome. All right, so that leads us to the tokenomics. I know you touched on the tax already. If you don't mind talking about the tax again and what percent goes to the treasury, and it seems like they do get a reflection of 1% too, correct?
So the tokenomics, there will be a 2% tax. This will be not be reflecting directly to the community. It will be reflecting in a way that students earn from these taxes. So the 1% that's in read, I told you before, it's like you can see it on the website, and there you can see a count of how much read tokens there is in the treasury at that moment, and those tokens will be used for student reward distributing. So let me quickly go through the percentages of the tokenomics. So we have 30% for the pre-sale. This is on Pinksale. And then we have 17% for liquidity. Excuse me. So these two will be on Pinksale. And these will actually be the only tokens, by the way, that will be unlocked at launch. Because so only the investors on Pinksale, and the liquidity will be locked for a year. But those will be the only tokens like circulating for the first 30 days after launch. Because we have a SAFU contract, so that means that we will own no tokens at all at the launch. So then we have the protocol rewards. This is 15%. This will be like for future staking pools, and this will also be used as a second layer for student rewards in case the community treasury can't keep up with the student rewards. But as we have a well thought out business model, this should normally not be the case, but in case it is, there is this second layer of protocol rewards. Then we have 13% CEX listing, and you can see, you can actually see on Pinksale that this part is not locked yet. So you may be guessing why, and that's because we will be listing on a CEX at the launch actually. So we will be listing on Bitmart at launch. This is already like confirmed. So, and once we are listed and we have done our liquidity deposit, then of course everything will be locked again for at least 30 days. So next to that we have marketing and advisors. That's 15%. This is obvious and speaks for itself. It's for like marketing purposes in the future and for advisors that will be joining our team or marketing partners and things like that. And then we have 10% left for the team. And by the way, all of this is locked and vested for over 10 months, everything. So like the first release is being 30 days after launch, and then in a period of 10 months, it will be unlocking just little by little bit. So yeah, we did this actually because we want to give every investor the safe feeling in joining the journey with us.
All right, awesome. I was going to ask you, I did see that you guys did mention about the, tier 1 SEX listing. And so it is Bitmart, and that is 100% confirmed.
Yeah, that's 100% confirmed.
That is awesome. Okay, so 1% goes into 1% through the tax get distributed as student reward, and 1% goes into the treasury, which that treasury is applied for your LEAP program, right?
Yes, indeed. It will be also applied for the LEAP program. It will be applied for many things, like people suggesting things in the DAO. It will be for general project funding for the LEAP program. So it will be like a multifunctional community treasury that will like help the community in many things, what they need, like according to the DAO or whatever,
Awesome. And I did see that, you guys had a section about that healthy balance of outputs and input. You want to speak on that a bit?
Yeah. So like I said before, we have like a well thought out business model. As you can see, there are like more outputs than inputs. So that means that there will be more buying pressure than selling pressure. And I will explain you how that goes. So as I told you before, we will be having like the platform will not only be accessible for Web3 users, but also for Web2 users. So in our business model, like e-learning at this moment is a 350 billion market, which of like 60 billion or something exists of business and business education and stuff like that. So we will be attracting people outside of crypto to come inside of crypto, and I'll be telling you why this is like beneficial for them and also for the investor of the token. So this gets interesting for them, You can see on the website that we have two types of subscriptions. The first subscription will be by card or with PayPal or something like that. So that will be $29 a month. So this is purely targeted for like the Web2 users. So they will be coming in and they will be like doing this subscription by card, but they will be earning rewards on the way while they are learning. So what will happen? They will be wondering like, how can I claim these rewards? And we as a Reach team, like we will not be providing many courses, but we will be providing a few basic courses, which of one of them being, how can I claim my crypto reward? So we learn these people how to use crypto and how to claim their reward and how to be able to use like MetaMask or Trust Wallet or Binance or whatever like that. So, and then they will be exploring this second way of subscribing. The second way of subscribing is in Read, in our native tokens. And you can see that this is a 33% cheaper than with cart. So what are we doing? We are attracting Web 2 people to our platform, and Web 2 people in the e-learning industry. That's a lot of people. We will be attracting them to our platform, and then we will be learning them how to use crypto, and then they will see that there is a cheaper way of subscribing by buying Read and using that as a subscription. So this means that we are creating extra buying pressure, and this is very beneficial for every investor and beneficial for them too. So yeah, I hope you kind of connect the dots here.
Definitely. So I think in a way you guys will kind of help onboarding people to the blockchain, right? So I think that's great for the blockchain in general, from Web 2 to Web 3. I think that's awesome. But then you incentivize them on Web 3, which is cheaper than Web 2. So I think it's a no-brainer that eventually they have to merge into the Web 3, right? Which they will learn about crypto and all that as well.
Yeah. And even if they are not motivated to get that $10 off, they will be motivated to get out their rewards, and that means that they are already they have already all the steps to be coming into the Web3 space. So if they are already so close, why not go for that cheaper advantage on the courses platform?
Exactly. Awesome. So that leads to the question is, how are you guys marketing this? Like, how are you guys reaching out to the educators? How you are reaching out to the potential students who may be interested in learning about these topics?
Yeah, so we will have a lot of funnels for let's start with the students. With the students, we will be the target audience on e-learning. It's so big, so we can create a huge funnel by social media campaigns at first. Yeah, social media campaigns will be target audience campaigns will be one of the things. Then you have educational influencers. We will be attracting them to partner with us, give a promo code to their community, knowing that they will potentially be interested. Then you have next to that social media presence. We will be on TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, and everything to have a high presence. Eventually, posting so many things and potentially going viral, people seeing us more. So just highly being present in the social media space. And then you will have the referral program. This referral program, I haven't talked about it yet, but if you refer a friend and they start earning, they subscribe and they start earning, then you can also passively earn with them. You will get a small percentage of what they are earning, and this will be a great incentive for people to refer other friends and start earning some passive incomes.
Awesome, man. Yeah, looks like you guys have a lot of system in place. You guys have thought out. With a solid.
And about it. I'm sorry, I missed that point about the teachers. So we will be we already started our look for many teachers, and we have some people submitting already. So teachers are everywhere to find. You can be creative and look at the spaces where the competitors are. You can be looking on YouTube, you can be looking on Instagram, and at first we will try to reach as many teachers as possible organically, and eventually we can also use social media campaigns to be attracting those teachers, because hey, they can earn too, and I think in these times everyone wants to earn a little extra buck, you know.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think as far as teacher goes, you pretty much have already a platform that proven already, like you said, competitors. YouTube is a great place, you know, it's a great place to, send them a quick email or DM, and you can onboard those people very easily. But yeah, I do like the marketing plan for the social media for the students. I think it's a big thing, especially, learn and earn, especially, other parts of the world, right? Where the dollar goes a long way. And you can run an advertisement on that very cheap. So,
yeah, exactly. So I think there are enough people a little bit in a war of searching the right content and everything. And I think you just need those right filters to target the right people to attract them. And it's beneficial for everyone. We want to create value. We want to be valuable in the space, like inside of the crypto space and outside of the crypto space. So we try to actually give them a value, and that's, I think, with this with this feeling of seeing myself as a student a few years ago, and wanting to have this knowledge. I think with this feeling, we can always reach whatever it is that we want. So yeah.
So when can the user expect your platform to be fully functional?
Yeah, that's a good question. So we have started development a while ago, like I think a month ago or something. We currently have 8 developers working on the project. So it's not live at this moment, but we are developing as we speak, and we hope to be live in late December, somewhere in late December. So by then, users can be subscribing, starting courses, and earning rewards. So yeah, we have like the whole design of the Figma and everything being already ready for like a long time, and the developers are doing their hard best day and night to get it out as soon as possible.
And I assume that you guys are working towards the iOS and Android version as well, correct?
Yeah, exactly. So first we will be focusing on the web version, so not the mobile app. So at late December, people can expect the web version. That doesn't mean you can't do it on the mobile. You can do it on the web version on the mobile too, but we will not have a specific app. We will be working on that in the first quarter of next year. So we will be working to get that app working. We will try to get iOS and Android for people that want their app, and it's just like it's simple actually, but yeah, we will first be focusing on the web version, and then we will go through on the mobile apps.
Awesome. All right. Now let's talk about your pre-sale, Dynamo. So that's on Pinksale. Can you give us some more information on that? That's like a day and 15 hours away, isn't it?
Exactly, a day and 15 hours and 9 minutes. Exactly. So on the pre-sale, for the pre-sale on Pinksale, you can see we have a fair launch. So I think most are familiar with a fair launch. Anyway, I will explain. A fair launch is where you set a soft cap, but you don't set a hard cap. So you try aim as high as the sky. And as you can see, we have the 3 badges: the Seifu badge, the Audit badge, and the KYC badge. And yeah, we will be launching on the 11th of November. And also for the vesting information, you can see it there on Pinksale too about the vesting if people didn't get that during the AMA. So yeah, the soft cap will be 50 BNB, and it will be starting soon. So yeah, I'm ready for it. Are you guys?
All right, sounds great. Looks like you guys have thought out, a lot of the business strategies and what you guys need to do. But as you know, the projects like this, right? It's the hardship comes from the marketing, right? Raising awareness and onboarding educators and raising awareness to students. But looks like you guys have plan in place already. Now, for those that are listening right now, the question is, you don't intend to plan this to launch the platform in late December, knowing the space that it is. After you launch, what are the things that you guys would do to make sure that you continue to raise awareness to this project, and that maybe the chart can sustain into then?
Yeah, that's a good question. Actually, I want to come back to something because I didn't mention it, but obviously, like the liquidity percentage, it will be 60% of everything that we have raised, and the lockup time will be 366 days. Just forget to mention that in the previous section. So in terms of marketing and keeping the chart looking good and everything, we will be doing post-launch marketing too. We will be contacting like well-known influencers, and we will be doing a lot of activity to keep up the chart looking beautiful. So it will also be like depending on how the raise is. So yeah, according to the raise, we will be doing some marketing plans, of course.
Yeah, mate. I might just step in right here. So it's the command of the Moon Boys. So basically, Reach DAO got in contact with us. We're Pinksale incubators, and we've got a lot of partnerships all over the show. We got the Bitmart listing on board for launch, which is a very, very, very bullish sign, and already in discussion with a whole lot of other centralized exchanges as well for the post-launch as well. So, we understand for the investors, to be comfortable and happy, the buy pressure needs to be there. So, we're doing everything we can to ensure that we've got as much buy pressure as possible. So, yeah, as I said, or depending on how the fair launch goes and how much we raise, depends on how much we can actually throw at it. To this point so far, the Dynamo and Gambit have funded the whole thing, so they didn't do a private sale raise or anything like that. So that's a very bullish sign as well, guys. That's one of the reasons why I'm extremely bullish on this project. And so we'll be getting all the DEX tools trendings, top gainers. We'll be building a Chinese community. We've already got the Turkish community built. We'll be building a Chinese community as well, and everything else that we can throw at it. So the Reach DAO boys, they have thrown a lot at this already, self-funded, and I'm 100% certain that post-launch is going to be exactly the same, if not more. So this is a very safe project, guys.
Hey, thank you, Commander, for jumping in. Thank you.
Yeah, awesome. I mean, it's obvious that you guys have put in the work, with a bit more and other things. And you guys, again, have thought out the business strategy very well, right? And I think you guys are very mindful of what needs to happen. At the end of the day, is, how many students can you onboard and how many educators can you onboard, right? And I'm sure that you guys do have a system in place to make sure that happens. So
yeah, exactly. And this all while creating value. This is one of the most important things we want to do. We want to create value for others. So we want everyone to win, and that's I think a very important part in this project.
Yeah, I love the concept. Like, again, self-development business, man, that's the only thing that I read about. Only thing that matters to me, to be honest with you. And of course, my family. But, besides that, I love the topics. So, yeah, well thought out.
Great, man. Hope to see you on the platform, man.
Yeah, if anything, I always, I'm always looking for things to learn. I always love business and stuff like that. I don't know. It's always been like that with me ever since I was young. It intrigues me with business and self-development. So, yeah, I'll definitely be on your platform for sure. My personal perspective on it.
I love the mindset, really.
Yeah, it's great. It's need to be, right? I mean, especially if anybody's in here in the space, I think there's got to be some sort of self-development. You got to have discipline and self-control. You have to know exactly what's going on. That's, at minimum level, right? Whether that's cryptos, trading, whatever you do, you got to know what the heck you're doing a bit, right? You can't jump on things without knowing anything.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. That's true, man. That's true. And that's the exact kind of value that we're trying to provide. So we hope we can help people in their search.
Perfect, brother. All right. I think, Dynamo, we have covered everything. If there's anything else that you want to speak on, go ahead. If not, Mike's been keep tracking of all the questions in the room, and he's going to come on ask a few questions for us.
Yeah, I've been talking a lot, so I'm really eager to hear the questions of people. Yeah, so we can go on to the questions.
All right, go ahead, brother, Mike.
Oh man, we don't have any questions. I'm just kidding. We got a whole bunch, bros. That was a very well.
Okay. You got me there, man.
Oh, that was good. That was very well articulated, Dynamo. I really appreciate all of that well breakdown.
Thank you very much, man. Thank you very much.
Very good, 100%, brother. So before I get into some of the text questions, I'd like to ask if anybody from the community would like to ask a question on voice. Please feel free to do so, and I will jump right to the text questions right after that. All right. If anybody wants to jump in.
I have a question.
Go ahead, Nifty.
What's up? Yes, so one of the things, great AMA. One of the things that stood out, though, is just quickly, because it went by quickly, is that my question will be, what if the teachers were manipulating the ecosystem by just providing participants with answers, right? Is there a way to deter that? Or is it's not really enough money to to kind of make like some kind of criminal ring behind it, you know?
Yeah, that's a good question, my friend. So as I told before, like we have thought about things like avoiding loopholes and everything. So first of all, every student can follow a course only one time. It would only be logical that you can follow it one time, or at least earn one time. So you can always rewatch it, but you cannot earn the same reward for the same quiz again, you know? So, and secondly, if they trying to manipulate in a way that they send a lot of students to their course, like if they want to do that, they can do that, but they have to pay $20 a month to subscribe. So there will always be like a wall for avoiding these abuses to dry out the system or something, exploit or finding loopholes or something like that. So if you want like 5 students doing your exam, then you have to pay $100 to be able to do that. So it will be like there will be like a good wall and a good protection for these kinds of loopholes. And we made sure that there are enough rules, and shout out to our developer for that, because they also have a very good input of finding these loopholes, and we are always trying to make sure there is no way for people to abuse the system.
Right, because like with these play to earn, or like you guys have read to learn or learn to earn, it's just the ecosystem that needs to work, right? Play to earn,
exactly.
Is a little bit. I think play to earn is a little bit harder, right? Because it's like more. It's more like a financial thing, where here is actually you're learning at the same time. So if you're not making as much, I don't think a lot of people would be, too bothered by it, because in fact they're just, they're doing they might be doing schoolwork on it.
Yeah, indeed. And we always, like many people in the crypto space with the to earn models, they always try to make it look almost too good to be true. Like we gotta be honest. You can earn back your investment that you paid for the subscription. You can do it, but we won't make it easy or something. We won't make it like easy to earn back your subscription. But if you are someone who is willing to learn courses and really engage and everything, then yeah, you will be able to earn back your reward. But it's not something that will be done with a finger snip or something, So yeah. We are not making it to look too good to be true or something. So it's all like realistic and well thought out.
Yeah, you guys, you seem pretty tight, especially the AMA. I mean, I'm excited. I'm definitely going to invest.
Thanks, man. Glad to hear that. And thank you for your question, by the way.
You're welcome. Anybody else have a question?
Yeah, appreciate that, Nifty. Seeing Speedo, you unmuted yourself. Did you have a question there, brother?
Yeah, just quickly, I was thinking. So I sell social media marketing courses, right? And I'm doing a course at the moment with them. And I'm just thinking, like, if you're saying it's not going to be easy to get your investment back of $20, for example, a month or something, like how many hours of course video material do you need to actually watch, maybe to get that investment back? Because it has to be sort of lucrative or be worth doing it. That's all I'm thinking.
Yeah, it's like it depends. If you are someone like that has all the time in the world, that can be like gaming like 70 hours in a week. Yeah, you can earn your investment back. It's easy, but there are many people. They are working. They are tired. They are not always like feeling like doing a course. So you will be able to earn somewhere to maybe 50 cents to $1.50 for every like course that you complete, and it can be like 3 hours of courses or 2 hours of courses or more or less. I don't know, something like that. So it will be a realistic and good rewarding amount for the students, but it will not be something like where they get this shot of dopamine after every course they have finished. So we are trying to give that push in the back to get the ball rolling, but we are not trying to make people dependent on this reward to be learning. So it's like a balance, and you have to find the balance and the best of both worlds to be motivated, like to feel like, okay, I'm getting rewarded for this, whether it's $1 or 50 cents or $1.50, I'm getting rewarded, and I'm doing actually something that I was about to do anyways, but now in a nicer and more fun and more interactive way. So that's it, actually.
I appreciate the answer. I hate that I'm not being a pain. I have one other little quick question. You talked about an affiliate program potentially, and how if I refer someone, I could get a passive income. Are you considering maybe what they use in multi-level marketing, like a downline system? So if I refer someone, I get a percentage of what they earn. If that person refers then someone else, I still can get a small percentage up to like maybe 5 links down, something like that. Just curious.
No, it won't be like that. So it's strictly who you refer. And if that person refers other people, you will have no link with that person. So it will be only the people who you directly refer and not working in chains or something.
Thank you for your time, mate.
You're welcome. Thank you for your questions, man.
Appreciate that, Speedo. That actually rolls me into a question related to that. Is there a daily limit that you can learn or teach?
Yeah, so we will actually put a limit, but not like a unrealistic limit. So everyone will be able to complete a course or two in a day, but we will definitely not let people complete like 5 or 10 courses in a day, because then okay, something here is going wrong or something, you know what I mean? So we will put a limit, but yeah, okay. Look, there are courses that will be rewarding a lot. There will be courses that will be rewarding a little bit less. So it's still the choice. The choice is yours of what interesting courses you want to learn and how much you can earn from that. So there will be a limit. This is specified in the documents and everything, like the documents for the developer. But it will be like 1 or 2 courses and exams that you can do a day. And also you have like a failure limit. So you cannot retry an exam like 4 times in a row or something. If you fail this exam like 2 times, let's say, you have to wait X amount of days to do it again, or a day, or 24 hours, or 48 hours, something like that. So there will be rules for that too.
Perfect, Adam. I appreciate that. I can't remember, and I apologize. Was there a private sale for this?
Good question. So Commander actually mentioned this. There was no private sale. So everything we have done until now, from development to marketing, is straightly out of our own pocket and self-funded, because like we are entrepreneurs already and we believe in our own startup. So why would we need other private investors to do this? We want to have skin in the game, you know? So we are not trying to like... we are not trying to look for someone else's recognition and money to start this, because we want to do it ourselves, because we really believe in the project and we really want to get this started and get this going. And like this, I think it's a better motivation, like for the long term, and also for the investors coming in at Pinksale, like knowing that there's no big evil will that's ready to dump on them, you know, so things like that. So yeah, we really believe in the project, and we found it really solid to invest in it ourselves.
Perfect. Oh man, I really like it. So Dynamo, one of the questions that we're going to roll into the text questions here from Obers is, can you please elaborate a little bit deeper on your DAO system? What is the qualifications one must meet to be able to enter the DAO, and how does the voting procedure work? Is it held on how many tokens you hold, or the length of time you hold it?
So that's a good question. Actually, for the DAO, everyone who holds the native token will be able to participate in it and will be able to suggest. But as there will be probably lots of suggestions, there will be going some through and some not. We will also be looking like which suggestions are coming in a lot, and what is something that we have seen passing in the chat a lot. So those will be going through. Like if we have 100 suggestions, it's not easy always running all of them into the DAO, but we will be looking for those who are like in most need and everything to put them in the DAO. And then for the voting system, even if you have only $1 worth of read, you can vote. You can make that vote count. You know what I mean? So it's with the voting power. But if you stand strong with your community, if you're a very engaging person in the community, even if you have $1 of read and you can then convince everyone in the community, you still can make sure that you don't have $1, but maybe $1,000 in votes. You know what I mean? Like in voting power. So as long as you engage in the community and you talk about the reason why the suggestion is good or not good, then I think you will always have that good like saying in it, you know?
Perfect, Dynamo. This actually rolls me right into my next question there, brother, is about your collaborations and partnerships. Can you speak on, if any, that you have and looking to onboard to help your token here and, get established in a sense?
Yeah, that's a good question. So obviously right now we are partnered with Moonboys Crypto. So you heard the commander talking back then. So this is our first actual partnership. And for future partnerships, I will tell you the ones that I mentioned before were like educational influencers. So we have a list of a lot that we will approach to once the time is good to do that. And then, like I told you before, we've been in the crypto space since 2017, and we have worked with a lot of projects. So this automatically created a big network for us, a big network where we can reach out to a lot of projects and a lot of people who can help us with exploring all these possibilities for partnerships and the right persons. Like we want to do partnerships that actually not only there for hey, let's partner and this is a marketing stunt. No, we want a partner or more partners that we provide value to, and they provide value to the project of Reach too. So we will be exploring a lot of partnership possibilities, but this will be for post-launch, of course.
I can respect that 100%. Let's see. So, say I'm an educator, and I post up a quiz that gets, accepted, and the learners are able to take the course. Is there anything stopping the educator from taking his own course, his or her own course?
From following his or her own course, you mean?
Correct. Yeah. Could an educator go right back and then take the quiz for a game in a sense, or is there, if you taught this course, you can't learn this course?
Yeah, they could do that for under one condition, if they are subscribed. So a teacher that uploads a course does not mean that they are subscribed. They don't have access to the full library. So a teacher uploading a course, they will have their own portal. They will have their own panel to see how many students passed it and how many students have been looking at their courses, but they will not be able to see the library and access it. So a teacher who wants to follow courses has also to be subscribed. Just glad you asked, actually, so I could mention that.
Yeah, perfect. And I guess it will be up to the educator if it will be a bilingual course. If they want to teach it in Spanish, if they want to teach it in English, etc.
Yeah, exactly. Because we have had this question before, actually, from the Turkish community. Like, will there be Turkish courses too? So what I said is we will be going for what the community asks for. If we see a bunch of people asking for we want courses in this language, hey, then we will be looking for mentors in this language. As simple as that. And if a teacher says, yeah, I also know these languages to teach in, then we will proceed for that too, and we will get sure that someone in that language checks the course if everything is okay and everything is fine, and then we can do other language courses too. So yeah, the options are open for that, of course.
I love it. Quickly, Jerry, I see you unmuted yourself. Did you have a question there, brother? No worries. We can go back to you if you need to. Next question. Oh, go ahead, Speedo. You had another question?
Yeah, just quickly. Let's say I paid for a course in the past elsewhere, and then I decided to become a teacher on this platform. Can I copy and paste that course that I've illegally copied and put it on here without doing a know yourself verification system? Or is there going to be ways that could stop me from doing that, like a KYC and stuff? Not saying I will, I'm just having an example in my head.
Yeah, so everything that will be posted on the platform, that will be uploaded on the platform, will be screened, of course. So let me say this first of all: our platform will not exist of exclusive content only, but I can tell that the experience that people get from the platform is different. So even though if there is a course on another platform that's on our platform too, we can almost always assure that the experience they have by following it on the Reach DAO platform will be totally different from the experience on another platform of a competitor, for example. I'm not sure if this answers your question, but I think this is what you meant,
Sorry
right?
if I worded it wrong. Yeah, essentially just like to prevent fraud, I guess. Like just ensuring that I can't, like you verify that the course made is by the person who's uploading. That's all.
Yeah. Sure. I understand. So this is why we have that part where we also do a interview with the one who will be uploading the course. So we will be going into a call, and they will be KYC verified. So they have very small possibilities of doing that, unless they have to be really, really creative, because we will be having a tough screening procedure.
That's perfect. Thank you. Cool.
You're welcome. Thank you for the question.
Thanks, Vito. Go back to the text questions here. Next one is from Francis Nani. Question is, so I was wondering, what are the funds generated from the course subscription? What will those be used for? And what type of percentages can we see allocated for what on the different develops?
Hey, that's a good question. So first of all, First of all, like I said before, like the student rewards will be provided from the tax out of the community treasury, and the mentor rewards, they will be coming from the subscriptions. So the subscriptions will be used for mentor rewards, and we will, at the beginning especially, we will be stacking those subscription gains. So to balance out, to find a balance of how much mentors do earn, because some of them want read, some of them want liquid cash. So the money for the subscriptions will be stacked and will be used to collect data of how much teachers are earning, to make sure that the balance is perfect. You understand?
Yeah, no, I like that. Those allocated charges that you use for the education part of it will be immediately staked, and basically helping the project as a whole, and also that bottom number and liquidity as well. I like that. That's very good, very well thought.
Yeah. Thank you.
Gen Z GG as the next question says, when we purchase a service at Reach DAO, is there any sort of communication that we can have one-on-one with the person who provided the service?
Like, you mean the courses, or like customer service in general?
Well, right. Like say I want to take a course from a specific educator. Could me as a learner reach out to that educator personally?
Yeah, so every teacher will have a teacher profile, and it's their choice of the teacher to choose whether they share their socials, including Telegram or Twitter or whatever. And if not, they can always contact the Reach team, and we have, of course, obviously, we have the right channels to contact the teacher and to ask them that question in specific. So they can always try to contact the teacher, and who knows, they will be active in the community. And if all those things don't work, they can always contact the team. So we can be like a person in between the teacher and the student.
Perfect. Do you have any NFTs in the plan down the line?
You were glitching for a second. So you asked if we have any NFTs in the plans, right?
Correct. I apologize.
Yeah, no problem, no problem. So on the website, you can see like on the roadmap that there is a Reach certificate. This is, as you can see, at the whole end of the roadmap. This means that this will not be our main focus, or not for now, but we will be doing NFT certificates that people can buy for specific courses. So not all courses, but there will be some featured courses probably that will have an NFT certificate, a Reach certificate, and this certificate just means that you have followed this course and you have passed the exam on Reach DAO. So it doesn't mean anything more than that. It's not like something very official or something. But hey, for some people who want to say like, hey, I followed this course on Reach, they can buy this. They can buy this NFT certificate and they can keep it. They can put it on their resume if they want. But it is just a certificate where it says that this person has followed this course and passed all the quizzes and exams on the Reach DAO platform.
I like that. I could see that being useful for the more in-depth and more involved courses. So say someone does get to that point and can get an NFT. They went through the extensive courses. They did their education. Now they're available for this NFT. Do they have to buy the NFT after they get through their courses and able to get it, or is this simply given to you for completing a more extreme course in a sense?
So people will be able to buy it with the REIT that they have earned in their virtual wallet. So it will, of course, not be something expensive or something, but it's just a small trade, like let's say a few dollars of the REIT, and then you can get that certificate. Like if they really think it's valuable for them, I'm sure they will be willing to make that trade for the certificate.
All right, perfect. Let's see. A lot of these were already answered. It was very detailed AMA there, Dynamo. Let me see. Will there be specific mentors? No, because you can get that from anywhere. All right. So the Reach DAO team, how involved will you guys be? Also, interpreting your own courses in a sense. Will you guys also be teachers and learners, or will you just be on the basically running the show from the backbone in a sense?
Yeah, so that's also a good question. So we will be providing some courses, but very basic courses. Like I said in the beginning, we want those Web 2 users to be bridged to Web 3. So we will be providing courses like how to use MetaMask, how to use Binance, and how to set up the Binance Smart Chain on your Trust Wallet or MetaMask. So very basic courses we will be providing, but it's not like the ascension to that we like are providing courses. No, it will be more peer-to-peer, and if we see like necessary courses like of how to use the platform, how to use MetaMask, how to claim your reward, or basic things within or outside the crypto space that we think like this is a must-have on the platform, then we will provide for it. But it will definitely not be a platform that's providing courses from the team only or something, or like in a bulk. It will be just a very small amount.
Okay. Now, I remember you mentioned earlier LEAP. So I assume that the education is of all ages, from children to adults as well, as long as the educational courses are there for them to learn.
Yeah, business has no age for us, so everyone can be joining in.
Perfect. And you did say that you have a referral system, I believe, correct?
Yeah, exactly.
All right. Let's see. Will new users be able to, I'm sorry, this is me. Will new users be able to try the platform for free as a trial membership or course? Or will it be you have to purchase to earn?
Yeah, so honestly, we've been thinking about this. We will probably be setting up something like a trial or a testing course or something like that. But we've been thinking about this a lot, and I think this is a good way to incentivize people to subscribe, of course. But we will probably do something like a trial course or something like a one course free plan that they can choose one course to do for free. But there will be probably something like that, but I cannot assure it for 100%. But the probabilities are high.
Okay, perfect. Let's see here. We got a few more here. Oh, that was answered. All right, this one's from Kaner. If I want to become a Reach DAO mentor, which took my attention at the moment, can I deposit my earnings anytime without a minimum amount accumulated, or is that only for the learning side?
No, so mentors don't have a minimum deposit or withdrawal. It's withdrawal, right? So they don't have a minimum that they can take out of the platform, but they can only do it once a month. So to keep up, to avoid like excessive small transactions, we will let mentors doing their withdrawals one time a month.
Perfect. I like that. Now this will be a good question. This one's for me. As we know that there is vast amount of languages around the world. What about for the hearing impaired? Will there be video lessons if needed for the deaf and people who need sign language?
Yeah, we were actually thinking about doing captions, but this is not like confirmed yet. But like for now, it will be video with audio lessons. And yeah, we were actually thinking about this too, but we will be first focusing on, of course, getting the platform live as soon as possible, and then we will be looking for different solutions as coming with the demand. If there is a high demand for these things, we listen to the community. Whatever it is they demand, we will deliver. So simple as that, or at least we will try to deliver.
That's perfect DAO right there. All right. Sempex, Seep, I hope I say this right, Seepmex, ask a question about your NFTs later on. What will be the, if you have the answer for this now, I know it's later on in the roadmap, the average cost of the NFT, and what will the first batch kind of encompass for, your project in a sense? Will it be like, what's the word? You know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah, so let's say it like this. I cannot tell what the specific price will be, but it will be definitely like not a pain or something. Like students will be able to pay the NFT with what they have earned for sure. So, and talking about batches or something, like let's say if we first do our first NFT certificate, it will be for one specific course, let's say. And because this is a very popular course or something like that, or a specific featured course from like an influencer, educational influencer or something, then all the NFTs will be looking the same, but the only difference is that everyone will have his or her own name on the NFT certificate. So that's how it will be looking like. We are not planning to make a market off of this, a profitable market off of this or something. It's just something to have for people to collect and to have as something that they can look back to, So that will be the idea behind it.
I like that, personally I like that, and that's why I asked about the sign language earlier, because I actually have my own certificates for taking many years of sign language. So I do love the whole personalized NFT for a certificate idea. I think that's absolutely perfect. It doesn't get too complicated, and it's more of something to look what I got, look what I earned. I like that.
Yeah, that's it.
Mm-hmm. Dynamo, I see another question here from the community from Dawn Bone is, can you clarify a little better what will be ready in late December? Will it be the mobile or just the web platform as its own in that time frame?
Yeah, so like I said, there are three main features. One of them being the courses platform, where people can subscribe, watch the courses, and earn. So that will be the part that will be ready, the web version of it. So not yet the mobile app. You will be able to use it on mobile if you go into your browser, but it doesn't mean that you have a specific app for the platform. So the the web app will be ready. You will be able to subscribe. You will be able to earn. Mentors will be able to earn and everything. But that's it. Then after that is out, then we will start developing the mobile apps for iOS and Android.
Perfect. Thank you, Dynamo. Let's see. Next question here has come from my man Big Bags. Is why did Reach not just wait to launch when the platform was ready to launch, considering you guys went pretty deep in the marketing aspect already?
Yeah, that's a good question, actually. So we have started this project like 2-3 months ago, and we have from then until now always funded it ourselves. So we are just getting to the point where it's like a good moment for us to start the project, to start launching. We are very excited for what's coming, and we have the fundings for the development and everything, and we have paid a lot of funds for the development. But it's time for us to do a race, to start being excited for this, to breathe life into the whole startup and the whole company. And yeah, we just chose to do it at this moment. Indeed, it would have been better like that. But hey, it is now like this, and we are very deep into the development. So we are really doing our best, and we try to plan it to get it like a few weeks after launch. But we know how it goes with development in the space, and yeah, things sometimes take longer than we expect. But here we are, and we are doing our best to get it done as fast as possible.
Exactly. And I don't blame you with the market bleeding as bad as it is right now. I don't blame anybody for wanting to wait a little bit longer. I really don't.
Yeah, we're really excited. That's why we really want to try to build the community, and we've been working so long on the project, and we just felt eager to start it already,
Yeah. Next question I see here, Dynamo from Hotfire, is how much was paid out to Bitmart? And I assume that came from the your guys' pocket, right? Seeing how you guys funded the project.
Yeah, so according to listing fees, this is of course disclosed, so we cannot talk about that. But for the liquidity, there will be a liquidity deposit of like 25 or 30K worth of tokens, and the same in a stable coin. So I hope that answers your question.
It does, yeah. That's actually quite standard. I appreciate that, Dynamo. Let's see. I think we actually answered this already, but I'm going to ask it again. This is from Rex. Have you guys started reaching out to educators yet to kind of gather some feedback for who you want to onboard?
Yeah, so we have manually started reaching out to educators, and we have got some people submitting their themselves on the website, but we have not started a real marketing campaign yet for that. But we have a lot of educators within hand reach to start working with, to start interviewing, to start screening and looking at their courses. So those are for sure ready. And I'm sure this question will pop up too, like how many courses will there be at the launch? We are aiming for at least 50 courses, and then we will be like library expansion will be something that will be keep going at every moment. Like it is a point on the roadmap, but that doesn't mean that that it's like in the chronological place. So library expansion, from the moment the platform starts, library expansion will be on, and it will be on for like as long as the platform runs, so as long as possible, hopefully.
Perfect. Last question I'm kind of seeing from the community here, Dynamo, is from Big Bags again. Is will your courses be nationally or better globally recognized? And if so, or if not, is there plans for this in the future?
So right now, at this moment, our courses will just be courses. So it's just basically for the knowledge. It's not for being recognized or something. But in the future, we don't say we will never look into this, but we will look into this, but not in a way that we can promise anything about that. So for now, this is purely for knowledge, for developing yourself, and it's the same like the Reach certificate. Hey, this is a certificate that you followed this course and answered the quizzes and exams correctly, and that's it. And basically, we just want to give people that knowledge, because it's not always about that recognition you get from other people, but sometimes it's just like, what did I gain personally from this? So that's our main focus at the moment.
Exactly, and I can like that too. I'm the same way. It's what I can take from it personally. Certificates it's an added bonus on top, and et cetera down the line. But if I'm taking the course, it's because I'm interested and I want to learn, and I'm there for that. So I can definitely exactly. Well, Dynamo, that is all the questions I'm seeing from the community tonight. I'd like to give one more chance for anybody who would like to ask a question on voice, and if not, we'll kick it back to Seattle.
Last chance, guys.
Thanks, Dynamo. Very well articulated, brother. Very well. All right.
Thank you very much, Seattle.
Appreciate all the questions. And again, I love the concept. One thing that we'd like to offer for you is, whenever you guys are ready, we'd like to offer a platform here for you guys. If you guys want to come in and maybe, give a sample course for the community, I think that'd be really awesome.
Hey, this is definitely something we can look into, and a potential like partnership with the USA Crypto Group would be always nice, because I really like your community. I like the questions I had today, and lovely. Also, you went really deep into the questions, so congrats to the community for asking like real deep questions, and I really liked it.
Yeah, I mean, we cannot say no to education, right? So hey. Education is power, right? They say knowledge is power, and that's it.
Exactly.
All right, brother. Well, Dynamo, if you don't have last thoughts for us to leave us with, we're going to go ahead and do the giveaway. I know it's late for you. It's probably like 1 o'clock for you, so you probably want to get to bed. But if not, Mike's going to come back on, and we're going to do a giveaway. Actually, you know what, Dynamo? One thing that we'd like to do is we'd like to raise awareness to your Telegram room. And usually we'd like to say, go to your room and say, great AMA at USA Crypto Group. Is that something that you want us to do?
Yeah, for sure. Definitely. That would be great. Like, my last words would be, feel free to join in the Telegram group. And if you have any other questions that you weren't able to ask today, feel free to drop them in the group. We will always be there to answer them. And if not, one of the moderators will be there to answer to ask them directly to us. So feel free to join in. The 11th of November will be our fair launch. So I hope you keep an eye on us and on our socials and everything. We are here to provide value for the space, and we hope we can do that for everyone.
Well said. And we will follow up and post that the Pinksale link tomorrow as well. So the Pinksale, guys, is a day and 14 hours away from now, and we will have that pin and posted again on closer to the sales. All right, sounds good.
Great.
Perfect. So Johnny will be writing, go over to their Telegram room and say, great AMA at USA Crypto Group. Mike's going to go there and pick a $25 winner. So make sure you guys go there, not just to win the $25, but, protect in the community. It seems like they are building something very beneficial for everyone. Education is the key. I always said that, and I think that's important. All right, Dynamo,
yes,
without
exactly.
Nothing else to say, Mike's going to do the giveaway. It's up to you guys. You guys want to stay? If not, thanks for coming. Thanks for being here again, brother.
Yeah, sure. I'm excited to see it, actually. I'm excited to see it.
All right. I'm excited to win. I've been waiting for a year now. Mike hasn't picked me yet, so
I'm kind
of great.
Oh, man, Seattle, keep wishing, brother. It ain't coming. I'm just kidding. It might come. All right, let's see here. Let me scroll up this other screen. We had 186 total on voice tonight. Thank you, all of you, for coming out tonight to USA Crypto Group's AMA with Reach DAO. It was absolutely a great one. Like always, we're going to pick one random attendee off tonight's wheel of all the joiners, as well as we're going to pick out one best question. There's quite a few tonight, so you guys know I'll sift through those and try to pick the best one. And lastly, like Seattle said, we're going to pick an additional $25 winner if you join over to Reach DAO's Telegram and say great AMA at USA Crypto Group. Oh, Dynamo, one thing I wanted to ask. is some communities do not allow the @ symbol when you're coming over there. Is that something that maybe a anti-bot measure might pick up and
Oh no,
if you
they can go ahead and do it. We don't have the anti-bot for the @ signal, so don't worry.
Perfect. Yeah, 'cause as you can imagine, it's become a mess once in a while. So I appreciate that. And like I said, we'll be over there. I'll give you guys probably about 15 minutes or so. That way everybody has an equal shot to join into the community. And don't just join for the money. This is actually a really, really great token with a amazing vision. Be part of the community. If you have any additional questions, be sure to ask them over there. Without holding you guys up any longer, I'm going to hit a couple of shuffles here. And we'll grab our one winner off the wheel. Is that you, Seattle? Nope. Base T. Congratulations, $25 winner. All right, guys. Like Dynamo, like Seattle said in the beginning, I will have the Telegram recording over to you very shortly, and I'm going to upload it to YouTube and put a nice description in on it as well. As soon as that is all done and uploaded, I will be sure to get you guys a copy of everything that we have. I appreciate you and the team and the Moon Boys coming on out, as we haven't seen you guys in a bit. Always welcome back. And, yeah, thanks, guys.
Yeah, great. Thanks again for having us. It was a real pleasure for us to be here, and we loved it, man. We really loved it. Thank you so much.
100%. Go ahead, Seattle. I'm sorry.
I just want to say thanks, Dynamo, and thanks everyone for coming in and be part of this AMA. A lot of familiar faces and a lot of new faces as well. And thanks to the Moon Boys as well. We see you guys 4 or 5 times already. So appreciate you being here.
Great, guys. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thanks to the Moon Boys. Thanks to USA Crypto Group. It was a real pleasure. And yeah, I wish you all a great night. And hope to see you guys soon again.
Yes, 100%. We wish you a nice night as well there, Dynamo. And I am really looking forward to seeing the progress a few months down the line. And would love to have you guys back. So we'll keep in touch meanwhile. And we'll see you on the next AMA, brother.
All right. Have a good night, guys. Goodbye.
Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye.
See ya.